Would you vote for one of the 7 young boys who bullied Karen Klein for President of the United States? You know, the mom, the grandmother, who was the bus monitor in upstate New York last week, and that subsequently some Good Samaritan guy raised over $600,000 to soothe the hurt and the pain, and must have been the disappointment that she felt because of what these young men did to her. Would you vote for them 50 years from today to be president of the United States? That's the question that I'm asking myself and pondering. How can these 40% of the electorate here in this country vote for a person like Mitt Romney for president, when the New York Times a little ways back did a story on how he bullied a young man who had blonde hair and wore it in a manner that to him, to Mitt Romney, was provocative, and he knew him to be different from him, and it was allegedly that he was a homosexual. So the question is, would you vote for that man to be your president? Maybe you would do so if you thought that he could bring that same style and technique to the Oval Office, and when he had to deal with Vladimir Putin, the president of Russia, Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, or even Benjamin Netanyahu, would he bully them and get the best deal for America? But then the Washington Post came out with an article this week that he's the OG of outsourcing jobs to China. He's the original gangster that took jobs out of this economy and sent those jobs to China. Not only was he instrumental in doing it for himself, but he taught the art to others. And if you look back in the last 30 years, you'll see that's where it's started at. I remember way back in the day when we looked at shoe manufacturing, making shoes in Massachusetts, and how it just upped and left and went out of the country. We saw how the steel industry was used to be a vibrant industry, and it did its manufacturing here, but they moved it out of this country to other places. And now you got this guy who would Bain Capital, a company that he started, that he refused to talk about. And to talk about it, one have raised the issue that is all about envy. You don't understand how the economy works. But what in the hell is there to know if you are so greedy that you're willing to close down? And that's what capitalism is all about, closing down here and going somewhere else if you can make more money. If money becomes your God, notice the Bible talks about how if it becomes your God, then it's hard for a rich man to go through the eye of a needle. Well, I got that a little bit twisted around, but it's hard for a rich man to get into heaven as it would be a camel going through the eye of a needle. And we got this here guy that wants to be president, who is a bully, but yet he will not stand up to the bullying that's in his political group. The bullying white boys who are bullying the little black boy who because he's class president, and he wants to take that position, and they doing all these horrible things, but yet he won't say stop it, stop it. I hope I never live in a country where we allow uh, that to become the norm. So again, I ask the question, will you vote for 50 years from today, vote for those boys who bullied Karen Klein? Would you?